One of the main problems when you're going and looking at your competitors in Meta Ads library is that you have no idea which of the ads are actually getting spent. So you don't know which one they're winning with. And I've even seen cases where brands that would actually just have a specific campaign running with like $1 per day ad sets, and they will just put in a bunch of different ads so that their competitors don't understand or know which of their ads that are actually getting the majority of the spend. But this new update changes all of that, because now in Ads Library, we can filter based on impressions. And impressions is of course not the same as spend, but it is a very good proxy. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can use this new update to really understand what your competitors are winning with right now, and also how we're using this in addition to some other tools to do proper competitor research and come up with ideas for the types of creatives that we are testing on Meta. Now, quickly, if you're new to the channel, my name is Oli, and for more than half a decade, I've been living inside Meta Ads accounts, helping multiple different brands all around the world get better results with their ads. And this YouTube channel is just where I share the lessons and learnings that I have along the way. So if you want to learn how you can get better results for your ads, make sure you subscribe and stick along for this video. So as you can see here, I'm in Ads Library, and I'm now inside looking at one brand that's absolutely popping off recently, Greens. And as you can see here, we can go to the sort by here on the right side. And as you can see, we can look at the impressions from high to low. Now, of course, here's the thing you need to keep in mind. Some of these ads, if they're still running with them from Black Friday or anything like that, that might inflate how many impressions these ads have. Now, the thing is, we're not able to select the date range here. So this is just the total amount of impressions for as long as it's been active. So the best way to actually use this is to look at ads that are on top and recently been launched, because that's more likely the winners from the recent tests. Now, what we can also do is look at the ads that have been consistently performing for a long time, that have been launched a long time ago, but it's still at the top of their list here. So first and foremost, we can go down. And for example, we can see this one. This one was launched in 24th of October last year, and it's still active. And I've also added it to my top ads list in Foreplay. So if you want to have access to my collection of top ads that I found as I'm doing research for multiple different brands, you can click the link in the description. I'll send that over to you. But as you can see here, this one, as I said, been running since end of October. It's still running. So this tells me that this is performing really well evergreen. And as you can see, when we open it, it has a pretty eye-catching headline here, poop more, and then it's a supplement for digestion. So a pretty good ad, and it performs really well for them. So that would be one to add to the list in terms of inspiration, right? If you're competing with this brand. Now, we can also look at other ads on top here that's been recently launched. So for example, this one launched now January 30th. So that's just a couple of days ago. And we can see here that this obviously is something they're pushing spend into. So again, they're using the poop more callouts, and then they have these benefits or features down the line here and the reviews. So this might have become a winner for them. Now the ads that have like offers, for example, the one like this is obviously getting spent because of the offer itself. You can take inspiration from the offer, but the creative I wouldn't take inspiration from. Now we can see this one here, it's gotten a lot of spend, but it was only launched like a few weeks ago. So we can have a look at that one. We can see that is a partnership ad. We can open it up. You can see you have multiple variations of this ad. Let's click to see details.
It's only 7 a.m. and you're already eating a sweet treat?
It's not a sweet treat, it's greens. It's not just a multivitamin or something green or even a prebiotic.
UGC,
it's actually every
or
single
skit style, I would call this.
And so much more.
Right.
A fraction of
Doing
the
like
cost
an
of other
interview.
products. And by the way, I look forward to eating this pack every single day. Make sure that you eat the full pack, because they can't
In an
fit
office.
all the goodness into one gummy. You gotta
Right,
eat
so
the
this
whole
one probably
pack.
became a winner for them. That's why it's getting so many impressions. So I would take inspiration from that and maybe do like a skit format where you're doing a partnership like this with a person, and then, you know, creating a skit where they're in, like in this case, it was in the office, but you can maybe change that up and do something differently, right? So that's how we can get inspiration from competitors. Make sure you go and utilize this. As we can see here, let's see what the
For the
format is
girlies and my
here.
dams
Maybe
who
this
need
is
to
also
poop,
skit.
and you might have seen my reel, and I was eating those gummies that make you poop.
No, this is more the
Got you,
UGC
girl.
style.
I take Groons every single day. Scout's honor every single day. If I do not, I won't poop. The only green
Also a partnership
superfoods that
ad,
I've ever...
right? So we can get inspiration from these scripts. Now I'm going to show you a tool that we're using when we're doing research for our clients that is really useful. So for example here, if I wanted to save this one for future reference in case they stop running it at some point and it's no longer easy to find in ads library, what I can do here is I can just add this one to, so I can go here and do my top ads, but I can also add it in my client folder that I usually do when I go in to save ads for specific clients. And now I have it in this tool called Foreplay. So this is Foreplay, and as you can see, I have my top ads in my board here where I basically go into ads library and I save all of the top ads that I find, and I can access them here. What you can also do, which is pretty cool, is you can go to the discovery here, and you can go and just search for brand, and you can see the other types of ads that people have been saving. So you can go in the history of different brands and see what's been saved and get a lot of inspiration that way. Now, what is also super cool is, for example, if we go into this ad here, we can actually go to the transcript and we can see exactly the script of the ad. So if I want to, I can just copy the script right here, and then I can go in here and I can click diagnose a top performer. And what I can simply do now is just give it some more information. Right. And what I could do then is I could just put in the script. Here's the script. And then also what I will do is I will add a screenshot of the ad to give it some context. So I'll just do like this. Boom. So now my creative strategist is analyzing the image, it's analyzing the transcript, and then it will give you a reason for why it performs so well. So the hook calls out the right man, identity-based hooking. So what kind of man are you, right? That's identity-based hooking. That's super effective. And by doing that, the creative over time will actually do the targeting for you, right? So it forces self-identification, as you can see there. That's the top reason why this performed well. As you can see here, we got a lot of reasons for why this became a winner, which is super helpful for us when we're going to make our own variation of this, because we don't want to copy. What we want to maintain is the aspects of the ad that likely made it the winner. And then we want to keep those consistent, apply it to our own brand. And that's how you can utilize your competitors' data and see what they're iterating on and use that to your own benefit. And now by being able to see what types of ads are getting the majority of the spend, you can go into ads library, save that into a specific board in Foreplay, and then we have a bunch of like inspiration from proven winning ads from competitors and brands that we take inspiration from that we can use to our own benefit. So make sure you go take advantage of this right now. Look at all your competitors and create a Foreplay board. There's a link in the description as well if you want to get signed up on Foreplay. It's an affiliate link, so if you want to support the channel, you can use that one. So yeah, hopefully that's valuable. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I answer all the comments from my subscribers, and subscribe as well if you want to see future updates and news and stay on top of how to get the best results with your meta ads.